The traditional New Year's Day raft race was back, but with a fresh new location for 2021. With York Bay being reopened after the successful completion of the demining programme at the end of last year, Falklands Extreme Sports took the decision to move the race from the harbour to the shallow waters at York Bay. 6 teams took part in the race this year, with it being an entirely military lineup. Last year's winners, Ships and Giggles, were back under a new name, new design and majority new crew.
So it won last year. We had 9 people on it last year. It was a lot longer, so it was an extra barrel longer, and it was 2.5 metres wide. Obviously with the new rules we've had to shorten it, make it narrower and take someone off. So we had to adapt it slightly. But yeah, more or less the same one, ready to go. And hopefully win it again. We used blue barrels from distilled water, is our floats really, a bit of wood to create a decking, and then we're using old school chairs from school as the actual seating, and then we've custom built the rudder at the back, because obviously with the 3 right turns we think that'll play quite a big factor. So.
Competition was feisty though, with one team trying to get rid of their rivals. The crew of HMS Egos and Speedos remain confident though, with an inventive paddle design.
It's a traditional design. We've stuck with what we know best. So we've gone for a cylindrical base upon which the chassis is built, and then these are chairs that we've bolted to said chassis. What we've done is quite ingenious. We have found brooms. So we've got the bristle, which we've kept, because I think that's going to help as we go through. And then this is a piece of wood, effectively. We've put them both together and fashioned a paddle. I'm pretty confident. In fact, I think I know we're going to win.
Another new team and new crew were the Monarchs mob.
So the plan is we're going to have someone in the rear centre to control the team, 3 to 4 on each side, depending on how well we fit. Otherwise, we'll have 3 on each side and another man in the centre to change with those who are getting tired. It is made out of wood, barrels, some tape, and this bin liner that we wrapped around just to try and keep it all together and more waterproof it, and thick straps.
After a quick dip to test the waters, the race got started, with teams having to race down to the water with their crafts before setting sail. MOD Core Plant took an early lead, while a few teams crashed into one another. Heading around the first buoy proved too much for the Emma, whose crew had to take action and flee the sinking ship. Despite the Spartans not having much faith in the seaworthiness of their creation, their flag was flying upside down as a distress signal. They pulled ahead of Samantha and were in for a strong finish. MOD Core Plant came home in first with a sub 9-minute time. So you won the race this year, how do you feel?
Yeah, relieved to be honest. The other rafts knew we were the one to beat. We won last year. So I think the pressure was on us. One of the lads broke his oar as soon as it went into the water, so we lost 1 power. But yeah, it was good. The rudder really helped, and we won quite convincingly in the end. So.
Your first year on the team then, been a success?
Yeah, brilliant. Had a good time making the mods to the boat. Good time being down here. Obviously winning's always a bonus, and then getting wet in the water at the end is refreshing. So yeah, good.
HMS Egos and Speedos finished a convincing second. With the Spartans heading home in third. The Samantha and crew got back in fourth, and finishing fifth were the Monarchs mob, who struggled to get the raft back up the beach to the finish line. Only the Emma failed to finish the race.
I was down here putting up the flags for the finish line and all that sort of stuff, and it was raining and that, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. And now the sun's come out, it's beautiful, the raft race was just perfect, the weather was perfect for it, the tides were right, everything. So we had 6 military teams enter on the day, so that's really good. It's a shame there's no local teams, so hopefully next year they will put a team in, but yeah, so thanks to the military for turning up and making a real day of it. Must be about 200-300 people, maybe more here. I don't really know, to be honest, but loads of people here smiling, happy, just saying thanks for a great day. So I'd say great success.
The rest of the afternoon continued with a tug of war event and a sandcastle competition, and £540 was raised, which will be donated to the Falklands Conservation Watch Group.